Of the jobs I had while in college, Taco Bell was definitely one of the shortest, but at the same time, one of the ones I will remember the most. The bad thing is that even though I got along well with my coworkers and the job was easy, all I will remember is that horrendous morning in July. The day started like any other. I was on the morning shift, and we were told that the restaurant had been rented for a children's party. The morning was going smoothly until the doors opened and a wave of children came in without waiting for their parents. I'd love to have that kind of energy at this time of the morning. And to think they don't get paid to be here. I guess these are the kids whose parents rented the place for the birthday party, right? Yep, and they rented it for several hours. Look, they even brought their own clown. As I looked, I saw a creepy clown come through the door, jumping up and down animatedly and happily leading some children by the hand. What the fuck? I don't understand why people like clowns. It's not that I'm afraid of them, but I don't understand how a kid can like them. Hey, don't be so hard on the poor clown. Look, I think he likes you. The clown was just looking at me. As if that wasn't scary enough, he disinterestedly let go of the children's hands as he looked at me, as if forgetting they were there. A few seconds later, he raised his hand and waved. The clown froze for a few more seconds and then suddenly started dancing. Okay, that's very creepy. Wow, remember the time I told you I envied how pretty you are? Not anymore. Not funny, Helena. I think I'm gonna go to the kitchen for a while. The last thing I want is for Romeo to come proposing to me. A few minutes passed with nothing happening, so I went to clean the bathrooms. I was about to clean the men's room when a little boy appeared next to me.
Miss, I have to go to the bathroom. Can I come in?
Oh, I'm sorry, kid. The bathroom is closed. I promise I'll clean it quickly and let you in, okay?
Okay, but please hurry. I have to go in.
Of course, honey. I went into the bathroom and I started to clean it. I was bored, doing it as fast as I could, but a sound in one of the closed cubicles caught my attention. Someone else was in the bathroom. Sir, this bathroom is locked. Are you going to be much longer? Sir, can you hear me? Hearing no answer, I bent down to see if I could see someone's feet, but to my surprise, it was empty. I pushed the door to confirm that no one was there, and when I did, I got the scare of my life. The clown was sitting on the closed toilet with his feet up. Sir, you scared the hell out of me. You can't go into the bathroom with the doors closed. The clown simply stared at me. His eyes showed no anger, sadness, nothing. They were simply expressionless. The clown remained silent for a few seconds until he started shaking and hyperventilating. His head went nervously up and down, and he stood up from the toilet. He was a lot taller than he looked. Get away from me, you creep! I'm calling security. The clown kept approaching me in slow motion, shaking. He just stood still and whistled a song. Then, he just danced like before, and he happily left the bathroom. When that was over, I just faded to the ground, terrified. After a few seconds in which I recovered, I immediately left the bathroom with tears in my eyes, until I ran into Helena. Hey, Nadia, weren't you supposed to clean the... Wow, are you okay? Eric's not here yet, is he? No, he should have been here by now, but you know how bosses are. What happened to you? You're worrying me. I'll tell you later. I'm going to take my break now. If you see Eric, tell him I have to talk to him. And please, stay away from that damn clown. What? Did he do something to you? We can call the police. No, he didn't touch a hair on my head or say a word to me. He just gave me the scare of my life. Just listen to me and stay the fuck away from that clown, okay? Of course. Several minutes later, I was still sitting in the back of the Taco Bell, getting some air, relaxing. The light morning wind had calmed me down a bit from that horrible bathroom experience. But the worst was yet to come. I heard a desperate voice looking for me, and when the door opened, on the other side was Helena. Nadia, did you see a child or the clown come out of the store? No. What happened? A child disappeared. The parents are looking for them. They think the clown took him through the front door when they were all distracted. What? And it gets worse. I asked the boy's mother if the clown was someone they trusted, and they said they don't know him. They thought he was our clown. As soon as she finished the sentence, Helena fell to her knees on the floor and cried. Calm down. What was the boy like? We will find him. The boy was wearing a light blue superhero t-shirt, blonde hair, brown eyes, and black shorts. When I heard that, I was shocked. I recognized that outfit. That was the boy who wanted to go to the locked men's room. Helena, call the police now. The father already called them. They were on their way. Tell them the clown is in the bathroom. Go tell the family, too. As I said that last sentence, I ran desperately to Taco Bell. I knew where the boy was. Desperate, I rushed to the bathroom and found the clown, who was at the back of the bathroom, against the wall, with the child in his arms. The clown was stuffing a very long handkerchief into the boy's mouth, and the boy was visibly choking. Get away from the child, you fucking bastard! In response, the clown saw me and opened his eyes. He dropped the child, and the little boy ran away, crying. The clown, now standing up, ran desperately toward me, while I was trying to escape the bathroom, too. But with quick reflexes, he knocked me down and got on top of me. In a quick act, he pulled a dead rat out of his pocket and lifted it up as a sign that he was going to shove it in my mouth. He then looked at the rat, feigning surprise, and slowly brought it closer to my mouth, imitating the movement of a train, as if it were a mother feeding a baby. Let me go, you fucking freak! With great effort, I managed to reach into my pocket and pull out my personal defense spray. Without the clown reacting, I sprayed him in the eyes, and the clown jumped back in pain, giving me a chance to escape. Within seconds, he took off his mask and revealed his real face, which was also painted like a clown's. But something was wrong. Half of his face was totally deformed, as if burned by acid. With his eyes closed from the pepper spray, the clown pointed his face in the direction of where I was, smiling and humming the lullaby, and then ran toward me. Much further away, I slammed the door in his face, but he began to struggle to open it. Within seconds, all the boy's family members arrived and helped me lock the door. The clown stopped struggling and just stayed in the bathroom, locked in, humming the same terrifying lullaby. Soon after, we were all outside the restaurant, watching the police take the clown away. I was sitting there, having a coffee, explaining what happened to a policeman. And that's all that happened, officer. If I hadn't gotten there in time, that child would have been choked to death.
I see. If you don't mind, you're going to have to come to the police station to testify.
Of course. As the cop walked away, I looked once more at the police car where the clown was. He was still staring at me, waving his arms from side to side. I couldn't hear him, but I was sure he was still humming that lullaby.
Hey guys, I hope you're enjoying the video. If so, please leave a like. And also, a small percentage of people that watch my videos are actually subscribed. If you want to support this channel and make this channel reach the 1 million mark, please consider subscribing. It's free and you can change your mind later. Enjoy.
A few months ago, I started a relationship with a cute and fun girl. She was totally my type, or at least she seemed like it. As time passed, her true colors began to show. She was unable to trust me.
Fred, honey, where are you going?
What was that?
What?
Did you really have to make a scene in front of everyone?
Excuse me?
You already heard me. I'm tired of this. I'm sick of you being so jealous and controlling. I can't take it anymore, Sophia.
So now it's all my fault. I wouldn't have to if you weren't flirting with other girls all the time.
I don't.
You do. I saw your messages with...
See, this is what I'm talking about. I can't talk to anyone because you start imagining things.
That's not...
Not to mention that you check my cell phone.
I did it because...
No excuses. That's wrong. This is wrong.
What do you mean?
We're done, Sophia.
What? No, please. We can still work it out.
We can't. Although it was difficult for me, I had to put an end to our relationship. I felt like shit, so I didn't want to go out or see anyone. But after my best friend Andrew insisted several times, he came over to my apartment one afternoon. That's what happened. When? Yesterday? A few weeks ago, actually. What? Why didn't you tell me before, man? I didn't want to talk about it. 'Cause, well, I loved her, you know? I just wish she hadn't started getting jealous. I get you. She texted me the first couple of days, but... Oh, forget about it. I know exactly what you need, man. You, me, the others, and tacos. Come on, man. Let's go tomorrow. I wasn't too sold on the idea, but I didn't refuse because, even if I didn't want to admit it, isolating myself from people wasn't doing me any good. By night, Andrew had already left, so I went to bed, but I wasn't able to sleep. I don't know what I was thinking at that moment, but I grabbed my cell phone. And once again, I hurt myself looking through Sophia's messages. The next day, for lunch, Andrew and our group of friends decided to go to Taco Bell, our favorite fast food place. Unfortunately, I didn't have much energy, since I hadn't slept very well. Even so, I decided to accompany them. But when they started talking, I felt even worse. I couldn't concentrate. I couldn't be part of their conversation or their laughter. Fred! What are you gonna eat? Same as always, I suppose. Well, go ahead then. I lazily got up and walked over to the line of people waiting to order their food. It wasn't very long, luckily. When it was almost my time to order the food, I heard a familiar voice. It was Sophia, who looked the same as always.
Next.
It was too late to avoid her, wasn't it?
How can I help you?
What are you doing here?
I think it's obvious. I'm working.
How convenient.
Excuse me?
Come on, Sophia, you don't even live around here.
So what?
And you know Taco Bell is my favorite restaurant.
Oh, fuck you, Fred. Not everything is about you.
So, what's your excuse?
I don't have to give you explanations. You broke up with me, remember? We're not a couple anymore, so stop bothering me and let me work.
She was right, but the argument wasn't about that.
I repeat, how can I help you?
I want a burrito supreme and a crunchy taco supreme combo.
Okay.
What the hell was wrong with her? Sorry, man. I didn't know she works here. Please, don't mention it. At least the argument with Sophia had managed to fully wake me up, so this time I was able to pay attention to the conversation between my friends. Little by little, I stopped being upset and started making funny comments. It had been a long time since I'd had a good time, even before I broke up with Sophia.
Order 76 almost done.
Now it was clear to me. Breaking up with her had been the best decision I could have made. The minutes passed so quickly that soon my food was ready.
Order 76?
As soon as I heard it, I looked at the bill Sophia had handed me. It said, order number 76. So I got up to go pick up the combo I ordered.
Enjoy it.
Thanks. I returned to the table where everyone was except Andrew, who was the last of my friends to go and buy his lunch. I looked at the taco and the burrito once I sat down. Sorry guys, but I'm really hungry. Without knowing it, while I was taking bites, Sophia, from afar, was staring at me. She even remained silent, concentrating only on me, and paid no attention to Andrew.
Hello? It's my turn. Sophia?
Ah! Ah!
I didn't see Andrew, of course, but his expression of horror must have been unforgettable. Even I was terrified, as there was a small blade, the kind used in razors, in my mouth. Blood was coming out of my mouth, staining my chin and my clothes, what was left of the rest of the burrito and the table. My friends, the ones sitting in front of me, looked at me in terror. While trying to speak, I caused the blade, which was stuck in the top of my mouth, to hurt my tongue. So in desperation, I tried to pull it out with my fingers, which also got cut a bit in the process. Because of this, a lot more blood began to come out. Suddenly, out of panic, I began to hyperventilate and eventually passed out. Andrew would later confess that he first froze like a statue, completely shocked by what had happened to me. And then, in the middle of the silence, he began to hear a psychotic laugh that snapped him out of his shock.
What the hell?
You fucking idiot. That's what you get for
What the fuck did you do to him?
what he deserved. Don't you get it? He abandoned me. He had to pay for being so cruel.
You're a crazy bitch, Sophia! What the hell?
Why do people always think I'm the bad one? I should be enjoying this, but you're screwing it up.
Aren't any of you useless people going to call a fucking ambulance?
I woke up in the hospital, lying on a bed and covered by blankets. I soon realized that I had a piece of gauze in my mouth, where the blade had made a deep cut. I was looking around the room when someone entered. It was my sister, Bonnie.
Fred, you're finally awake.
Bonnie?
I was so worried.
Do you know what happened?
Don't you remember?
I do, but don't understand.
It was Sophia. She confessed.
I felt a sharp pain in my chest when she told me. Bonnie told me that Sophia was very upset, or maybe sad that I had broken up with her. And then she had gotten that job at Taco Bell, perhaps with the intention of achieving what had happened, meaning that she had planned it all from the beginning.
This is the last thing I have left of you, so I'll use it against you, Fred.
Still, the important thing was that she was known to have put that in the burrito.
I'll finish it, but I said I'll finish it. Go away.
She had put the blade and...
Fred, she put something else in your burrito, but she didn't say what it was. It's killing you. In our group of friends, we always had big parties for our birthdays. We used to plan them well in advance and invite lots of people. As time went on, we got bored with the big parties. So when Josh proposed a quieter night, it felt like a very cool experience for all of us.
Great party, Josh. It was always my dream to have a birthday at Taco Bell.
Dude, if we didn't come here, we'd have to walk 30 blocks to go to the club afterward.
Besides, it's my birthday and I love Mexican food. I'm not gonna deny that it's good. You know what? No, I changed my mind. We're going to Josh's house after dancing anyway. It's his bathroom I'm gonna ruin, not mine.
Gross.
Oh, dude.
Asshole. It's my bathroom too, jerk. Hey, speaking of the bathroom, does anyone want to come with me? Nope, I have to go too. Come on.
Remember to send pictures of whatever you're doing, ladies.
In the bathroom, Karen and I took several pictures in front of the mirror and were ready to go back to the table. We were having a great time until something happened that would ruin the night. Oh my god, I swear if you upload that last picture, I'm going to block you from every social network in existence. Sorry, friend. Freedom of speech. If you want, I won't tag you. You could cut me out of the picture and go by yourself. Nuh-uh, you looked good. I'm totally going to tag you. Blocked from all the networks. Hey, Amber, isn't that your ex? Shit, you're right. It's Barry. Barry and I dated for several years. We had a good time at first, but as time went by, he became very violent. From one day to the next, he proposed to me, and I knew I had to turn him down. That night didn't end well, but at least our friendship was over.
Wow, Amber and Karen. What a surprise to see you both here.
Yeah. Hi, Barry. Hey, guys. I think I'm the third wheel here. I'll leave you two alone. I'll wait for you at the table, Amber. Yeah, sure.
So, how have things been?
A little better. You know, I just started college a little while ago.
Yeah, apparently things are better since I'm not in your life.
He said, with a tone that combined sad and angry emotions. Don't be so hard on yourself. It just wasn't meant to work. What's happening in your life? I see you got a job. That's great.
Yeah, no, I work at Taco Bell at 32 years old. Feel like I earned the golden ticket.
If the situation wasn't already too uncomfortable on its own, Barry was only making it worse and worse. I'm sorry to hear that, Barry.
Yeah, right.
Listen, I gotta go. They're waiting for me at my table. It was good to see you. Seriously.
Sure. Take care.
I turned around and left, but I heard Barry one more time.
By the way, sorry you had to see me. It can't be fun running into your ex-boyfriend, who you still haven't removed the restraining order from.
Yeah, no problem. That was the last sign that I had to get out of there as fast as possible. When I arrived at our table, everyone was sitting there waiting for me. Wow, you survived that. I was just about to call 911. Yeah, I think you should have done it anyway. Barry is even worse off than before. Josh, you still live near him. Have you noticed anything unusual?
Let's just say that I'm surprised he's working. Since you turned down his marriage proposal, the man is worse than ever. Look, I didn't want to tell you, but a lot of dead animals have appeared in the neighborhood. And some neighbors think they saw him beating them at night. You are shitting me.
Well, I can't say I'm surprised. That man was always a psychopath. I still don't understand how it took me so long to read the signs. To think it had to get to the point of him hitting me for me to realize it. It's not your fault. That's how manipulative people are, Amber. You did the right thing.
Speaking of the psycho, Look who's watching us from the kitchen.
Behind the kitchen window stood Barry, staring, wide-eyed. As soon as he realized he was being watched, he quickly ducked out of sight. Okay, I'm Team Adam now. Maybe walking 30 blocks wouldn't be so bad. Don't worry, friend. If that idiot comes near us, we'll give him the beating of his life. With that said, they went to get the food, which was already ready to be picked up. When they returned, everyone grabbed their food. I looked for my taco, which was marked as vegetarian, and grabbed it. I quickly ate it. It tasted a little strange, but I didn't stop to think why. I wasn't even hungry, but when I'm nervous, I usually eat. And hell, that situation really got me anxious. Out of nowhere, several Taco Bell employees came out of the kitchen and took Barry out, who had his hand all bandaged up. We all got up to see what happened, and halfway there, Barry pushed his coworkers away and yelled,
Amber! I still love you, you know? I never stop thinking about you!
He was crying with an evil smile that froze me. What is he doing?
You know, I really wanted to marry you. My wedding ring was going to go on this finger. I gave you that finger, but you turned me down like the fucking bitch you are. So keep the fucking finger. I don't want it anymore. Enjoy your fucking veggie taco.
At first, I didn't understand why he was showing me his hand. But when my brain started to draw conclusions, I felt dizzy and lost my stability. With what strength I still had, I opened the taco, and Barry's finger was inside of it.
Oh, fuck!
This is not tomato sauce. It's blood. My world began to spin. I collapsed on the floor and vomited. I could see all of my 4 friends furious, jumping to where Barry was to beat him up. As they did, he laughed. Other Taco Bell employees interceded to stop the beating, and Barry took advantage of the situation to run to me.
Amber, do you want to marry me?
As he stretched out the word me, he shook his head back and forth, covering me with the blood that spurted from his broken nose. Between all my friends and Taco Bell employees, they pulled the man out. I didn't feel anger, sadness, or even disgust. Every time I think back to that moment, I only remember looking at the blood on my hands without reacting. The next thing I remember was being in an ambulance with Adam and Karen. As soon as I regained my composure, I looked at my friend as I tried to figure out what had happened, or even where I was. Where are the rest of the guys? Calm down. They're all fine. They left with the police. And Barry? I was still nervous and agitated, but I felt much calmer.
A sick bastard sliced off his finger, delivered your order by covering the wound without being seen, and pretended to have accidentally sliced off his finger afterward. He's out of his mind. There were many witnesses, so that bastard's going to get what he deserves.
He had his blood on his face. I touched my own face in search of his blood, but found nothing. Easy. We cleaned you up, but we still have to go to the hospital. Still in disbelief of what had happened, I felt a huge tiredness in my whole body, and I just tried to sleep with my friends as close as possible. And after that day, I decided to always check my food before eating.